talk about what it's taken for you guys to go 3-0 without Blake Griffin? 3-1, I'm sorry, 3-1.
Yeah, everybody's had to step up. You know, Blake is a guy that no one person on our team can replace. And, you know, I think Big Baby got the game ball tonight. His energy, I stay on him all the time because it's contagious. You know, when he brings a different element to our team. And Jamal Crawford was who he is, you know, and not only is he effective, but he's exciting. You know, it's nice, you know, to have front row seats. Sometimes when I'm out the game, to be able to see what he's able to do.
How would you describe DeAndre's game tonight? Well, the last 3 games, he's been really good for you guys.
What was his numbers tonight?
26-19.
Dang. See, I don't even know. Like, I tell people all the time, he's one of the most underappreciated people in the league. You know, and I think the biggest thing, we talked at halftime, and he kept his head. And I told him, you know, we've been together for 4 years now, and you know, that fouling thing is like a sign of respect. You know, and that's one of the only ways that you can stop him, or try to. And he didn't let it faze him. He kept rebounding, kept playing, and he's unbelievable, man.
Chris, you said that he kept his head. He shot 54 free throws these last 2 games.
Oh, boy, I thought you were going to say tonight.
No, these last 2. I mean, you know, how tough is it to not let that bother you and to still do the other stuff that you can do?
You know, we used to try to throw shots from half court. You know, he used to try to run and dodge and stuff like that, but we didn't talk about it. Just embrace it. You know, just embrace it, and I think that shows his growth. He's a pro, and man, everybody knows how good he is. You know, the league recognizes how valuable he is, and to me, I've said it before, I think he's our most valuable player.
Chris, I think one of the biggest shots down the stretch was you had the lane and you passed it out to Jamal for the 3 in the corner there with like 25 seconds left. I mean, is that more of just you doing the right basketball play, or are you looking for that right there, or instead of taking it yourself?
That's making the right play, and I got the utmost confidence in my teammates, especially Jamal, and you know, it's all about trust. You know, on both ends of the court. That's what we always talk about. I could have took a tough shot, but that wouldn't have been the right play. And when Jamal made that, you know, you just be like, you know. And we still had some more game to play, but Jamal's made for those shots.
Chris, can you talk a little bit about the fourth quarter? Did it seem like kind of like a playoff intensity type of quarter to you?
Yeah, you know, it's a good team over there that's been in all types of situations, and y'all probably don't remember, but early in the season, we were up the whole game until like the last 5 or 6 minutes, and they just found a way to beat us. And tonight, we found a way to win in spite of.
What is it about Big Baby that brings so much energy to the team?
He's just so exciting. You see him when he get the and one, he makes the faces, he pumps the crowd up, and he's exactly what his name is. He's a big baby. You know what I mean? He shows his emotions, good or bad, at all times, and you know, he's a big part of our team, and you know, we don't get this win without him and Jamal. All right, turn it over to the man himself. Whatever. Take this seat, homie. You might have some questions. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Big game. Big game.
Hey, Jamal.
Look at that, I heard the word.
Yeah, you know someone.
You guys are now at won 3 straight without Blake, and you've done it by playing kind of unselfishly. Is that kind of the way you guys realize that this is what it's going to take over the stretch? We're going to have to play with this kind of frantic ball movement.
Yeah, for sure. Blake's one of the best players in the NBA, you know, and he's our MVP, so, you know, nobody can replace him one-on-one. We all have to fill in, and I think we've kind of gotten the formula of how we need to play.
What was it like for you just to get back out on the court after the long layoff since the All-Star break, and then to be involved in such a really epic game right out of the chute?
Yeah, I think when you're on the court, that's when you're just free. You know, you're not thinking about anything else that's going on. You're just able to play. And, I think it was good for all of us to get out there and play, and it was a heck of a win. The crowd was really into it.
Hey, Jamal, we talked to you before the game, and you've been in this situation before, but to turn it off, everything that happened this past few days to just play, I mean, was that hard, or have you been in that position, you know,
Yeah, I think both. You know, like you've been in that position before, but it's still hard. You're still human, so you have emotions, but you try to stay at the side the best you can and just go perform and play for your teammates and play to win.
Talk about the energy that DJ brings to the team.
It's so unbelievable, honestly. Like, I think him with Baby, you guys see Baby out there?
Yes.
Baby probably has you guys standing up. He's so emotional and he gets everybody charged up. And when Baby scores or DJ's blocking shots and rebounding, doing crazy dunks, the whole crowd gets involved. And we need that. We really do, because then it really becomes home court.
Similar to what Arash asked, but is it especially gratifying to have a game like that after, you know, wondering what's going to happen and kind of just showing who you are, what you can do?
Yeah, I've always prided myself on being professional, no matter what's going on. I think this stuff, honestly, affects my family more. You know, that's the part that bothers me. I understand it's a business and stuff happens, but he's in school, you know, so he wouldn't understand if I take him out of school and go wherever else. So that's the part that bothers me. But besides that, I'm just out there to do my job. I'm trying to get professional.
I know you talk to the fans a lot on Twitter. Do they
Yeah.
kind of help you and
Yeah,
motivate
they were so
you?
supportive. I saw probably 90% of them saying they didn't want me to go, you know, and tweeting at LA Clippers, making sure they saw it too. So it's humbling, and you know, it shows that your work doesn't go unnoticed.
Joel, there was a point there in the third quarter. You guys were down 9 points, and you made a 14-2 run regularly.
Sorry.
You guys were down 9, made a 14-2 run. You had 2 threes during that stretch. You know, that's something that, and then JJ had another one. Is that something you guys can just shut down teams when they're kind of making a run like that with your 3-ball and your offense?
I think so. I think not only just me, you know, JJ and CP will hit a big one, or DJ get a big block. I think we're finding different ways to win, and that's what's, you know, really cool about this stretch, because no win has been the same. The only thing that's been the constant is the ball movement and flying around defense. But tonight was a grind-out type of game, you know, and it felt like a playoff atmosphere, especially the defending champs coming in. So it was a good team win.
The big shot you hit in the corner there at the end. Did you figure that Chris was gonna pass that off to you?
Yeah, we've been in that situation a lot. I'm sorry, Coach. We've been in that situation a lot over the last 3 years, and he kind of knows where I'm at, and I know where he's at all times, and especially with Blake out there. And with him not being there, he drew my man in, and I figured, you know, just get ready to shoot.
And the reaction, that obviously you shot. How special was that for you?
It's really special. It's weird because some shots I kind of know they're going in before the crowd does, so I'm waiting on their reaction. And that one, I think Parker put a hand in my face. I was just hoping the crowd would be loud.
Jamal, talk about that energy that you bring and the adrenaline that is, you know, goes throughout the court when you're crossing people over and people are falling down. What does that do for you? And I'm sure it's a highlight play, of course.
Yeah, I just try to play. I've always played the same way. I've never really let anybody put me in a box as far as you have to do this or being a cookie cutter type player. I just do my thing, honestly. And I feel like I have a gift, so I just try to use it. And it's not me being fancy. I just play basketball. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But that's who I am, you know, and I've accepted that. And it was funny as a kid. I used to hate when people. I was like, "Who do I play like?" They're like, "Nobody." But now, later on, I appreciate it.
Jamal, with wins like this against San Antonio and big teams like that, how does that build momentum, especially for the team being without Blake right now, your main guy?
Yeah, I think it only makes us better. You know, it was a similar situation last year when we lost Chris. We had to lean on each other, and that's when Blake took that step to being towards the MVP. You know, and we kind of have a formula. We lean on each other, and when Blake comes back, we'll be even better. We just want to get him healthy because he's so important to what we do.
Let's piggyback a little. Did you realize that you put Patty Mills on his knees?
You're kind of in the moment, so you see it, but you're like, I didn't really see that. He didn't really just go. You know what I mean? So it kind of messed me up on the shot afterwards. Awesome.
All right, thanks everyone.
Thank you guys.